It's like what the industry was containing. I'd rather make a difference instead of hating, complaining. So let me park the whip, it don't matter, rapper or model, chick, singer or comedian, perfect. Let's park in politics. Hey, let's park in politics. Welcome to the pullover, let's park in politics. This the pullover, let's park in politics. I say this the pullover, let's park in politics.
Yes, sir. Parking and politicking tonight. What's going on, everybody? Lockoutmen is back once again. Welcome back to the Lockoutmen podcast show, where we park and politic with all our guests tonight. And tonight we have a returning guest, a friend of the show. We had issues. We had technical difficulties with that 4G going on over there. That 4G ain't popping no more. That 4G's not popping. We had to set up. We had to get her set up. We had to turn it around, and still couldn't get it right. But she got a hold of her husband's phone with that good 5G, and now you sounding and looking good. You sounding you sounding and looking good over there. Why is that? What happened? Why we not up to 5G status? What's going on?
First of all, these phones is under contract. They still being paid for. So until I can afford a new one and pay Verizon off, we're gonna have to stick with the 4G.
What you got the note? You say you got the note, right? The Note 10 Plus. The Note 10 Plus. And you still wait. The Note 10 Plus came out. This is 2021. The Note 10 came out in 19. You still paying for it?
Yeah, because I didn't get it till last year. Was it last year? I'm almost done paying for it. It's something like that. Last year or top of last year, end of 2019, I think. Something like that.
This is 2021. You should be already.
It's almost don't count.
You should have maybe about $35 more dollars to pay on that. Pay that $35 and get 5G.
How about you pay it? Just like how about you pay it? I just told you that.
I'm not the side guy. You got the husband.
No,
I'm not the side guy.
Yeah, you
see the side.
The third time.
I'm not the side guy.
All y'all into this trucking world. I know all y'all getting money. Somebody can pay for it.
Oh my God! No, don't you start that. Don't you start it. Everybody, I am Lockoutmen, and today's guest is the Jiggley Trucker. Oh man. So what's been up with you? What's well, for starters, where are you right now?
Right now I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina right now.
Oh, hold on right quick. Let me see. Do I got some? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what's up. So you just down there for the night, or you had a delivery, or what was the story today?
We picking up at 2 a.m. and then we got a load going over to El Paso.
Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So you from the last time we talked, you guys still run expediting, right?
Yep.
Did you within that time that we talked, did you finally get your Class A, or you still got your Class B?
I still got my Class B. I don't plan on getting my Class A. I just don't. No, I don't. It's only because I realized over this last year, though, it just seems like what I've been going through especially this last week with all this snow and stuff, I can barely handle what I got. You're not gonna put no trailer on the back of me, and I got to swing that around too. I done seen some horrible stuff these last couple of days.
I got you. Now we connected with each other like last week because of all the shit that was going on and everything. Was you in an area that had you hemmed up with the weather?
Yeah. What highway was that we was both on? Because I know you had told me you had got into an accident, but I was going on that same highway, and I had seen that tractor trailer that was turned over on its side. That was. I said, "Oh my God!" They had people out there trying to dig the truck up. I was like, "Oh no, no."
Yeah, you was on 24. You was
24.
Yeah, and we was supposed to link up then, but
right. Once they gave me that call, and was like, "You know what? You ain't got to pick up the load." I was like, "I'm getting off this road." I mean, I ain't mean no harm, but it was not worth me staying on because it was icy out there. Like it was like skating on that thing.
They didn't treat the road at all. So
no, they didn't.
Man. All right, so let's like before trucking, man. Where do you guys call now? You're a husband and wife team, expediting, right? All right, but your husband has a Class A, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Where do you guys call home? Like where is home?
Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, so you stay is it the DMV or just Richmond, Virginia?
I mean, you can, I guess, call it the DMV area, but Richmond. I mean, it's all the same.
For what everybody else tells me about Virginia and the DMV, that means it's Maryland, DC, and Virginia.
Right.
You can all get through that little session within 30 minutes of each other, right?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, depending on who driving. Because, I mean, even if you're from Richmond, you can get to DC like that. But, I mean, Richmond's a little further down. So, technically, you'll be spending like an hour to get to DC. But, like I said, it all depends on who driving.
All right. So, life before trucking. I know we touched on it before, but give us a little bit of synopsis of why you got into trucking and all that good stuff.
Well, basically before trucking, I really didn't have a career. I just had jobs that I went through. Like I was cashier here. I sold cruises. I was a security guard. I was jumping from job to job. And my husband, he was working at a warehouse, which he was making decent money, but for both of us, like in the way the economy is set up now, it was like even both of us working at our hardest where we was working at, we won't where we were supposed to be. So he always wanted to be a trucker. So he decided he was going to go to trucking school. I won't do nothing. The job I was working at, I was barely getting anything. Like when I was selling cruises, I was making like $200 a month. So yeah, it was bad. So my income was like, I wouldn't even say passive. It was like chump change. So it was like, why not just go and try it? So I tried it. And I failed at it.
So your husband, where did he go to get his license at? Did he go to school?
Swift.
Oh, so he got his license from Swift.
Yeah.
All right. So I know we talked before, and you went to Swift as well, but you also went to a different school.
Yeah, to a different school. Yeah.
So so it was Swift, and what was the other school you went to?
Shipper's Choice.
And unfortunately, you wasn't able to get the CDLA.
Yeah,
but you got your CDLB instead.
Yeah.
So what? So with all that, with all that was going on with you, with you and your husband. Who's you say your husband always wanted to be a driver, so he kind of like intrigued you into coming into trucking, or how did
Um,
that work?
well, how it worked, I'm good at learning. I don't know, like learning is a hobby of mine. So it was like he was studying for his class A, and just by habit of me helping him study, I ended up studying. And it was like he was just like, well, why don't you just take the test too? I mean, you're already reading and answering these questions, you may as well. So I was just like, all right, I'll give it a go. I ain't have no problem with trying it, but yeah, I really won't I really won't convince. Like I really couldn't see myself in a tractor trailer. So yeah,
So 3 times at Swift,
three
uh,
times,
three times. Like,
three times,
what was the
three.
what was the challenge? What was the
Um,
challenge?
well, my first two times was the island turn. I know you told me last time it was called something. Y'all call it something else, but the little turn that you make, um, I
Channel
kept hitting
turn.
the curve. It's like that turn where it's like that little island that sits right there between the light and then that
Right.
right turn. So
Right.
on the first time I went, I barely hit it. Like I barely hit it. And the instructor was like, well, you know what? I would give it to you. I really, really would. But if somebody was watching me, watching you do what you did, I would be fine.
Whatever, man. Whatever,
That's what
man.
I
That
said.
ain't nobody watching. Like what?
Exactly. I said, well, nobody. I
Ain't
said, so
nobody.
you
What they gonna have a pilot car? I mean, they had a pilot car come behind him while he was training. I mean, I can understand if you like went up over it.
right,
Yeah, with the rear tandem, because basically
right,
that's what you watch. So if you
right.
go up over it with the rear tandem, yes, okay, I get that. But if you like grazing it, he could have let that. He could have let that go.
I feel like he could have let it go. Like if I could, like it really it. I'm not gonna say it did like go over the curb because the curb was kind of flat. But it really, like when I looked over there in the mirror, I said it did not go. And he was like, yeah, you was this close. Like you was this close. And he was like, I was just like, you know what? Whatever. Because I got 3 tries at this point. I'll do it again. You know what I mean?
All right,
So the
so that was
next
the
time,
first two. What was the first two? The
yeah,
first
the
two.
first
What was the last one before
the
this?
last
And let me
one,
ask, let me ask you this: on the third one, was it them the one that let it you that just said no, we can't do it, or was you that decided that you said I'm done?
um, on the third one, it was well on the third one it was my back and I had got nervous because I had never messed up on my back end before. So that last go, it was just it just wasn't in the stars. I was like, because I had messed up on my straight back end. So at that point I was already frustrated and I was just like, you know what? It don't even matter. I'm not even trying to force this whole trucking thing anymore. So I just was like, you know what, whatever, you know, just forget it. Ain't no point
Yeah,
of trying.
that was it. When you left, now I'm assuming you got with Swift, and they was paying for you to get your CDLs. But since you didn't get your CDLs through Swift, did they still try to come after you for the school money or no?
Yeah, they still called. They still wanted their money. And that's what I was trying to explain to them before I left. Um, because on the last time I failed, we had to go back to the school, and when they was talking to me like, "How did you mess up?" or whatever, and I'm just like, "Well, I messed up. I hate the fact that I can't go again." And they was like, "Yeah, well, you can reapply next year." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And then he was like, I still owe them $3,000. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to pay you $3,000 if I didn't get my CDL? You know what I mean? And then you want me to reapply
to give
come
them
back
another to give them another $3,000.
It didn't make no sense. I said, it's a sham. It's a sham. And then y'all doing all that like y'all ain't bringing in, because y'all bringing in people every week at this school. Every week. And you telling me I only get 3 tries because of, from my understanding, y'all reputation. Y'all didn't want y'all reputation to be messed up.
Well, it's I think you know, I mean not you know, I guess I'm siding with the company, I guess.
No, because I mean
they feel that 3 try. I mean, you know, they feel that, you know, if you don't get it in the first 2, and then they give you the last opportunity for the third, you know. But basically, from what I'm hearing, you know, the first two times, you know, that you didn't get through. The third time, you was just frustrated and nervous, and
right.
it just all built up, and you know, you just
right.
basically just turned your mind off and just said, "Fuck."
Right, because I mean, who wouldn't turn their mind off? It wasn't like, you know, all right, go in there, this is your last shot, but you got it. You know what I mean? It was no encouragement. It was almost like, well, you know, this is your last try. You got one more try, and then we got to call
and
it
that's
quits.
even worse.
You're
exactly.
Right. It's like, now I feel
that's even worse. Right. That's even worse. You know, at least they could have gave you some encouragement, like, go Jiggley Trucker, you got this.
right.
Go do it. But no, I guess this man like, you know, this is your last time. So if you don't get it this time, you know, this is it. This is the last try. Bro, stop.
Exactly.
Damn it, man.
It sucked, man. It sucked. It really did. Because everybody else in my class, like, everybody else got it. I was the only one, like literally the only one that did not get the CDL. And it just was like, okay, whatever.
What's going on, everybody in the chat? I appreciate you guys being here. Trucking with Tony, what's up? Shane Booton checking in from Michigan. What's going on? Vegas, Mr. Highway Kurt, Mr. 72 degrees. Kick your butt, man. Teddy the Trucker is in the building. D Nitty is in the building. Trixie is in the building, and she says, as an instructor, I understand the fact that you did something that was on. That you did something that was on the score sheet as an automatic fail. Then I would have to do, or she said, I would have to do that, which is required because I would rather you to take it again and learn from what happened the first time. That's true. That's true. I mean, when I messed up on my channel, you know, on my channel turn, that's what the you know the what do you call it? Not the instructor, but the person that was with me that was scoring the test. Because she told me the same thing what the guy told you, like,
I mean, and it's crazy because I did it twice. So, you know, at that point, the second time I kind of realized, you know what, at the end of the day, this is something I have to get. You know what I mean? Even though as small as it was the first time, I was like, you know, I'm just going to work harder to get it right. Like when I left the DMV that next day, I went back to school. I was like, okay, I don't want to say nobody's name, but I told the instructor, like, we're going to hit these turns all day long. Like,
exactly. Now, Trissy came back and she said, don't worry about Swift reputation has always been tarnished.
And I know, and that's the thing. And that's why I'm like, y'all trying to protect the reputation that ain't even, y'all ain't like that. Don't nobody like y'all. Did you see the that you did?
So you went out you went out with your husband for a year, you know, to do OTR with him.
Right.
As you know, as a married couple, how does getting along in in such a small space work for you guys in the
Um,
beginning?
in the beginning, it was more of a me thing. Like our relationship really wasn't bad. It's not bad now, but we really didn't have any problems when we first got on the truck together because it was more of a dominant submissive type situation in the sense of he was working, so I felt like, oh well, since he doing all the work, I'll just handle food and cleaning up and this, that, and the third, or whatever. So it wasn't bad at first.
The
At first,
wifely the wifey duties in the truck.
right? Don't do that. That was a little sexist. Don't do that. But
Oh, my bad.
um, but
I'll realize
then like once we started driving together, it got a little rough because it's like, all right, now I'm driving too. I do 10 and 12 hours, two a day. So I'm gonna need you to clean up something, wash a couple of dishes or something. I'm gonna need you to, you know, and
right,
as a
right.
woman, I prefer things a certain way. And it's like if
Mm-hmm.
he can't get them correctly that right way, it's a little tension. You know what I mean? Like,
It's supposed to be a good side in the truck. All
oh,
right, so after the Swift deal and after the year, you said you would give it another shot. So you went back and just said fuck the Class A. You said let's do the Class B and see where we go from
um, kind of, because at first I didn't know there was any other type of trucking except tractor trailers. So once my husband found expediting, it was like, okay, now we going somewhere. I know I can handle that. So then that's when it was like, you know what, bump the Class A. I think this right here was meant for me, you
there.
know.
Okay, okay. So you went back and got your Class B, and now
Mhm.
you running, and now you and your husband is running expedited. How did you guys find this company?
Well, he found it on YouTube one day. We had went home, I think for like Christmas or something, and he was just like, he came to me one day and was like, I found this couple, and it was the Crafty Trucker on YouTube. They're an older couple, and he showed me their videos and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, they got a big cab, they got a refrigerator, they got a sink, you know. And then once I seen the truck, I was like, oh, okay, all right, I got this. I can do that, you know. And they were saying all you needed was a Class B. And then we ran into like, you know how faith worked. Because it was like literally a couple of days after that, when we had got on the truck, we had got to this rest area, we ran into one of his friends. Now his name is Jeffrey Gordier or something, and he works for Panther. And he let us inside his truck. We seen the truck and everything. They was running expedited too. And it was like, okay, now I know we got to go. Cause ain't no way we just seen this video. Then we pull up to this rest area. And now this guy's just like, he was just like ready. He was like, you know what? I'll show you the truck. I'll give you the number to call. He gave us some information. He gave us a site to look at and everything. So it was like, yeah, this is where we going. I ain't even got no more
So
questions.
was your husband still driving for Swift doing all this time?
No, he actually left Swift. He ended up going to a regional company. He ended up going to Big G.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So how long have well, I'm sorry, he started before you, but between the both of y'all, how long have y'all been truck
Um, what is what year is it? 2021.
drivers? 2020. Yep.
I say 5 years, 5 or 6 years now. Going on 6 years.
Okay. 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 So again, back out. Do you guys have kids? Y'all have
No,
kids or anything?
no, no, no,
Oh,
no.
okay. So it was easy for you guys to just pack up and just go over the road.
Yep, yep.
All right. All right. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So with all that stuff that was going on, it was just like I said before, it was just easy for you guys to say, bump it. We're not getting any younger,
Right.
and the money and the money is not good. So basically, you guys got into trucking because of the financial situation.
Yeah, financial situation. Like I said, it was always his dream. So it was like, we can follow your dreams. I mean, I didn't have a particular dream at that point. So it was like, this is what he wants to do. This is what he knows he wants to do for his career. So why not do it?
All right, Gwen Black, what's going on? I think it's a he. He says, well, she is that. I can't tell the picture. I can't. Well, anyway, mega carriers has a reputation before you even went. Have you considered going to a tech school? Your schooling would be better, and your opportunity would be much bigger for the company you want to work for. When you left, before you left, I mean, when you left Swift, you just took that time to reset. You
Right.
was that one point that you said, just forget, I ain't want my license at all.
No, because after I left Swift, it was like, I kind of now I feel like I got to do it, because I feel like it's a challenge. I don't know. With me, it's like, you tell me I can't do something, so now I want to do it. So, I mean, I did come to a point where it was like, I was on a truck and I was like, sitting here ain't gonna do it. I can't just sit here. I can't just watch him drive for 10 hours. I want to drive. So I wanted to go back to school, but it was also that fear of spending more money and not getting my license. So I tried. I tried. I just, once, like I said, once I found something better, it was like, in my eyes, better. It was like, nah, I can't. I'm not gonna try it, you know.
Now let me ask you this. Since she said that about spending your own money, do you think that uh, do you think your attitude would have been different if you did spend your own money? Because, like, I mean, you going to Swift. I guess what I'm saying is, like, being that you went to Swift and Swift, quote unquote, was paying for your training, none of that came out of your pocket. But do you think it would have been different if the money would have came out of your pocket?
Um, I'm gonna say no, only because I didn't I never thought of Swift as paying for me. Only because I don't necessarily know everybody else's situation, but my situation was like, if we don't do this, if we don't get this, we're gonna be homeless, we're gonna be broke, you know. So when I went to Swift, my mindset was as if I was paying my own money. So I don't think my mindset would have been different if I had to pay them too, on top of trying to struggle to pay everything else I was paying.
All right, that's what's up. So now, I guess this will probably be a question for your husband. Do he remember the first truck that he had when he got? Do he still remember his truck number from Swift after he got his license?
You remember your first truck number, babe? He said no.
Especially coming from Swift, you
Exactly.
try not to remember a lot of shit from there. How often do you guys stay over? I mean, how often do you guys stay out at a time?
Um, well, we stay out for a few months at a time. We're basically live on the road types. Like I said, we don't have no kids, nothing to lock us down, so we pretty much live on the road. So we're out until it's a holiday or a major birthday or something coming up. Like if it's somebody's mother's birthday, we'll go home. But other than that, this is our life.
You say that's the life of a trucking couple. Travel all over the world. Where have y'all did all of the 48, or
No, not all of them. I still haven't made it to Washington yet. I know that's probably not a big deal to everybody, but I have not made it to Washington State. I'm still trying to get over there. Still trying to see Seattle.
No, I'm not.
You said you.
No,
Why not?
No, too much ice, snow, and all that other crazy shit that's going on up there. I'm not trying to mess with that. Maybe take a plane up there, but I don't think I'll probably try.
Oh, you ain't driving over there.
I'll take a plane there. I have yet to get to Nevada. How many times have y'all went through Nevada?
It's been a few times now. I want to say like we go at least twice a year at this point. Whether just stopping through or not, because we get a lot of California runs, so we go through Nevada a lot.
So before you guys got with the company where you at, are the company where you at? Are they just expedited straight trucks, or do they got expedited? Do they got tractor trailers as well?
I want to say they got tractor trailers too. Can you cut that off? Do they got tractor trailers? I want to say they do. I seen a couple. Yeah, they have tractor trailers too. But I don't think they have as many like because we've worked for 3 expediting companies now, and most of them, if they do have tractor trailers, it's only like 1 or 2. They don't have a lot.
How long y'all been driving for this company?
For this company, it's been about 6 months now.
So 6 months. Why you left what happened to the last company?
Well, you let her keep me talking, don't you? Well, the last company, it wasn't a bad company, but expediting is fairly new. So with our last company, they were new and they were a lot of young people in a sense. So politely, I'm going to say I don't think that our goals were matching each other. I felt as though they were kind of like, if we get a load, we get a load. If we don't, we don't. And my mind was like, okay, I just came from a company making, y'all told me I was going to make a certain amount and I ain't making that amount. So I got to go. You know, we gave them a year to get their stuff together and it won't what it was. So I had to go.
So while you guys was out over the road, what was some of the craziest bizarre things that you guys experienced on the road or at the truck stops?
It's been a lot of stuff, but I don't know what you consider crazy because I think truck drivers see a lot of stuff every day, but I've been through just recently we was up in Detroit. Was it Detroit? In the middle of the night, we had some lady come to our door playing with our cat, trying to tug on the door and get up in here. I don't know what was her problem. And I'm talking about it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was snowing. And I'm like, why are you at my door? And she was just smiling. I don't know if she seemed like she was a little off. I don't know if she was drinking or smoking, but I had to put some bass in my voice. I was like, you get the fuck away from my door.
Wait. She saw your cat.
Yes, I don't know. She was at the window, like tapping on the window, waving at the cat, and I'm just like, okay. My husband came back there. He was like, "It's some lady." I said, "It's some lady. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What you mean, some lady?" But the crazy part was when I looked behind us or whatever, it was a car, like, and she got on the passenger side, like it was a guy standing there. I was like, this must have been some human trafficking shit. I don't know what the hell going on, but they was parked literally behind us, and it looked like he was almost waiting for her to come back or something. Because where we was parked at,
where were y'all? Now let me ask you something about expediting. Are y'all regulated up under the same regulations as us truck drivers as far as your clock goes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're on a 8, 11, and 14 clock, or 8, 11, 14, 70 clock.
Yeah.
So, but now let me ask you this: Do you guys do shift driving, or do you do driving in the do your 11 hours and then your husband to do 11 hours overnight, or y'all just do the shift driving and then shut down at night?
So I don't know. I mean, it depends on the load with us, because we generally, if we have a load that day, that's just the day. So I drive during the day, he drives at night, or if I feel like I can take the whole load, I'll take the whole load. I don't know.
Okay. So where for this, Trissy said it was a lot lizard.
She had to be something. She had to be something.
So for this woman to knock on the door, where were you guys parked at? Because being expedited in a straight truck, y'all can pretty much.
Right. So we were parked in a Chili's parking lot adjacent from like a Planet Fitness. It was like a big Chili's parking lot. And this was during like the shutdown and stuff. It was shut down up there. So it was like nobody was around. That's why I didn't understand. One, ain't nothing out here. Two, ain't nothing out here. Why are you here? I'm not. I just, I don't.
That was a lot. That
it was weird.
A woman of the night,
It had to be.
And then it probably, and then too, it was probably a setup waiting to happen too. Because,
yeah, that's what it looked like. Because
let's just say if it was a guy, I think that was probably a setup.
Right.
She knock on the door and all like that, and let's just say, it was your husband or the guy, like that. You open up the door and then the other dude run up on it. Yeah, it's a good.
I ain't like it, but that had to be weird.
Yeah, that's what that was.
I mean, because
but I
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I hate it.
What? You mad because we can park anywhere? Almost anywhere.
Y'all can roll up in a Walmart and don't get food. Y'all can roll up in a nice little restaurant area and get your food like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good, but it ain't good all the time though, because that's how I gained a lot of weight in this truck.
You said it ain't good all the time, huh? Now being that you drive with your husband, you of course the safety with you is a little bit high because you got your husband with you. But in your opinion, how do you feel about safety for women out here on their own that don't have no team?
I mean,
what's your opinion on
it? My opinion is I don't feel safe even when I feel like I should be safe. And that's just an alert on me. I just try to, if I feel like I'm too safe, something is wrong. I'm not saying that my husband wouldn't protect me. I know he would protect me, but trust me, I always got my own back too, because I don't know. If somebody approach you, they're gonna try to take out him first. So I gotta have his back. And trust me, I got
it. What since y'all been driving for the last 5 years, what make trucking worth it now?
Say that again?
I said, since you guys been driving for the last 5 years, what makes trucking worth it
now? What makes it worth it? I don't know how to answer that. To be honest, it's the money that makes it worth it for me. I can't speak for him. But me, it's just like I don't plan on being a trucker forever, but I do like the money that comes with trucking. So I have something I want to build on my own. So as long as I can continue towards that goal, I'm fine with trucking. I have no problem with it.
All right, that's what's up. William Zander is in the building. Yachty 5000 just stepped up in the building. William says Panther used to run airport freight to outside. TA outside that in Wells, Michigan. There's a lot of expediters outside of Detroit. He also comes back and says, uh, that's Detroit. They hit you no matter where you park.
That's sad.
Yeah,
That's sad.
yeah, Detroit is kind of a yeah, Detroit, Baltimore. What other cities kind of shady cities that you guys been in or has been at?
I'm trying to think. There's a few places in Texas. I'm not going to get there, but you get to a certain part of Texas where, for me, I'm only going to popular truck stops to park because it's a lot of stuff going on out there too. I don't know what be going on at these little small, because Texas got a lot of truck stops, but they be a lot of small ones like your Stripes, and it's a lot of people out there running around, and I don't trust it. But then there's this one Walmart in Tennessee too, where it's like they got kids in the parking lot all night long. I know most people don't park at the Walmarts, but we was parked at a Walmart, and I'm talking about them kids all day long just keep like riding past the truck and like doing donuts right around the truck, like almost on some threatening stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like I can't sleep here because now I'm on guard. I don't know what you kids out here doing in the middle of the night, but I'm gonna have to whoop somebody's ass now. I'm gonna have to take off my belt for one of these kids. I ain't got time for
it. So Jiggley Trucker, let's talk about your social media because you went missing in action, but you do have a YouTube page, which I thought
I do have a YouTube. Oh, you gonna subscribe to my channel, man?
I thought I was subscribed to it already, but my bad. But I'm doing it now. But you got your, I think that's how I found you in the first place, last year. But your YouTube is here. What do you want people to get out of your YouTube?
Well, I'm getting back to YouTube. So right now you're gonna find a lot of random videos on my YouTube, but mostly on my YouTube, I'm gonna be talking about trucking, weight loss, and just like general things about being on a truck as a female, because I go through a lot of maintenance things on this truck, and then I got stories about my life I just feel like people should hear, just to get to know me and stuff like that. But most importantly, it's the weight loss and just trying to stay healthy while on the truck, because things got bad for us on the truck, eating all this crazy food and stuff. So yeah, I took a break from social media though. My videos coming back. Don't judge me, but they're coming.
Now we was talking in the background about why you took a break from social media. I seen you on Instagram and on YouTube, and following your weight loss journey and everything. And of course, I was scared. Go on. Trying to be the cheerleader or whatever. But you said the reason that you stopped because
I stopped because it was affecting my mental health. It was getting to me. And I don't think people realize it. And I know a lot of people are probably like, you grown, you shouldn't, you know what I mean? You up there, so you shouldn't have to worry about what's going on social media. But social media affects a lot of people. And I feel like social media pressures you into thinking you're supposed to be at a certain place in your life, or you're supposed to achieve certain goals, or you're less than because you don't have as much as everybody else and all of that. So I was on my weight loss journey, and I started to go on social media, and I seen people like having kids, having their businesses. They had lost weight, and I started questioning my life and like, dang, I'm at this age and I haven't really done anything to worth anything in my life. So once it got to that part and I got into like this deep dark space, I was like, you know what? I gotta cut it off. I just got to. I just can't see it. I'd rather not see it and focus on what it takes to get me right than to watch it every day and torture myself. Because I came to the realization that I'm not on nobody else's time. Everybody got their own time. I got my own time, but yeah, it was mental health. I just had to let social media go. Couldn't do it.
Well, you know what, I'm glad that you did before it took you, took you to a place where, you probably couldn't turn back because, depression in trucking is huge, especially for all of us, that's you know seeing somebody thinking that thinking what they got is what I'm supposed to get, and I don't have it yet, and just getting depressed about it, and just getting more and more away. Let me ask you this: by by that time that was happening to you, how was your husband feeling as far as seeing you in that state?
Um, he was very supportive. I mean, he always tells me like, you can't compare yourself to other people, but you can hear that and just like put it out your mind like that's what they supposed to say, or whatever. Um, so I mean, I can tell you that he didn't like it. I mean, he doesn't like seeing me that way because I'm usually the what's the word? The motivator, I'm always up and I always have an idea or something to do. So it was like seeing me like that, I can tell it got to him, but he's always the one that's kind of lost for words. So it's kind of like I'll just leave it alone, you know. But
But he
yeah,
was, but he was there
yeah,
to,
he was here though. He was
yeah,
here.
he was there. He was there
He
to
was here.
motivate you back.
Right. Right. I mean, he did get me back. He did get me.
All right. All right. So when will we expect you to be back on YouTube and all that good stuff?
So YouTube, I'm doing a lot of videos now, and I'm just going to do the videos now and put them out. So I'm gonna say like April-ish. I'm try to stick up with it with March. Because I don't even understand how you do this because after working, then it's like you jump on here and it's like when does your clock stop? Like your actual clock.
My, I I don't. To be honest with you, I don't even know how I do it, man. I mean, this is, believe me, it is some days that I'm like,
Mm.
but but I I try to do it, and I do it for I do it for the people, man. I mean, you know they 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 inspect it, I guess. They inspect me to come on, but I digress. I mean, it is, you do experience a little bit of burnout, considering the fact that I do this on a daily basis. It's
Right,
hard to it's hard to send invites out to people. Try to communicate. Try to network with them, and get them on, and then I deal with people that when it's the day of, something happens and they won't be able to make it, or I won't be able to make it, or something like that. But I mean, like right now, I got off the clock at about what time is it? I got off the clock at about what, 7. I
right.
got finished dropping my load. So I got off the clock at 7, and then I came over here to Denny's to set up and all like that, and I got with you and trying to fix that 5G, trying to fix that 5G. But I mean, if you do it for the love, you're gonna do it. If you
Right,
if you do if you're doing it for the money, I wouldn't suggest you do it for the money, because
right.
technically in my opinion, there's no money in YouTube. I
It's
mean,
no money.
it's no money in YouTube. The little bit of money that you get in YouTube, like I said, my money, I go to the casino with my YouTube paycheck. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? My money comes from driving this truck every week.
Right.
I am very happy on the money that I get paid from the truck. But as far as YouTube, YouTube gives me a little check, and I just take that and just blow it at the casino. But
Right.
if you do it for the love of what you're doing, then it'll be all right.
Right.
You'll figure out a way of making it work. So,
Right. Right.
but yeah, like I said, there is tense. There's a little bit of burnoutish. Some stuff. But me talking to people, talking to different people, that's what I like. I like hearing you guys' stories. I like networking with you and just vibing with you. That's what
Right.
I like. So enough of YouTube. So let's jump back to you guys. Are you guys company drivers, or
Right.
are y'all owner operators or lease drivers or
No, we're company drivers. Cause uh, cause what you call this? Um, I forgot. We 1099 contractors. So yeah, we're company drivers, but we handle our own taxes and stuff. We work off a percentage of the load. We don't run by miles or anything like that. So we just take our cut from the load. We have to pay our own taxes and all that good stuff. But
what?
it's
All right,
their
tell
truck.
us a little. So tell us a little bit about you don't have to say the company name or nothing like that, but tell us a little bit about the company. I mean, you guys is 1099. Y'all not owner operators in the sense of not owning a truck, but
Right.
did did you have to, in order to do well, one company requests that you get an LLC and an EIN number? Did you guys have to go through all of that to
Nah,
to do 1099 with this?
we don't go through all that. So I mean we pay joint taxes. So usually if you're gonna get into expedite and if you're gonna do a partnership type sort of situation, um they require you to be like a married couple because like I said, you get that your split of the load and then whatever y'all split is, y'all got to handle who gets what. So they really don't want you coming in without a legal partnership in a sense, just because it's like, okay, if we say you get 60% of that load and we give you the money, but let's say your drive only drove 2 hours last week and you drove 20 and he's still expecting half of that 60%.
Mm.
That's y'all battle. The company don't want nothing to do with that. So
Mm. So was the last company where you was at, was that 1099 as well or no?
yeah, that was 1099 and the company before that too. Like I said, I don't know a lot. Like I said, expediting is fairly new, but most of them, yeah, are 1099. If not all of them are 1099.
Now
Um,
since you've been doing it for this long, how do you guys manage the the taxes and the expenses and being a 1099 driver?
so the way we manage it is usually we'll go by the rule of thirds or whatever. I don't know how anybody else operates that, but anytime we get paid, a third of that money is automatically put away for taxes. And then we'll pay taxes either yearly or our favorite quarterly. We'll just pay the quarterly taxes, and then at the end of the year, you've been to pay more than what you need. So they'll give you a refund. That ain't We all know you make too much money, you ain't getting no type of refund. So
Exactly. So
as
what about
usual,
your health benefits and stuff like that?
you're a 1099 contractor, so you got to find your own health care. You don't get no health care here. You got it. All that depends on you. You got to find that.
So what did you guys do in order to find your health care?
Well, me personally, because I'm really the only one with health issues, so I don't really have health care. Don't tell the government. But I just generally, if I have to go to the hospital, I'm going to a patient first or something like that. I'm not going to an actual hospital unless it's necessary. I try to keep myself, but I go to like somewhere where I could just pay them right then and there, get it over with. I mean, I know that I need health care, but these prices is terrible out here. I don't know what's going on with these prices, but ain't no way I can afford $500 and $600. And and you know what? I ain't even going to, because it's gonna go into a whole politics session. I'm gonna be upset.
I hear you. I hear you. Yachty 5000 says you got to watch out for truck stops here in the Lone Star State. Just yesterday, I was on I-20 in Tyler, Texas, and I stopped at Texas' best truck stop and seen a guy get body slammed and roundhouse kicked. Man, that's down in Texas, though. Yeah, you gotta be careful at these
What
truck
was going
stops.
on? Well, he was
Nah,
sounded like he was hitting some karate moves.
hey, he said dude got body slammed and roundhouse kicked. I don't know. It's, my man said it looked like some Chuck Norris fight. Sweetie B is in the building. What's going on, Sweetie B? How you doing? Xander Williams says the most dangerous are young drivers at first and getting fired afterwards. The best advice is to back off and let that fool meet his twin. That's what's up. That's what's up. And Yachty 5000 says YouTube Lockout is the YouTube legend, hands down. I thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I try. I really do. I really do try. We did speak on depression earlier, doing your little hiatus. But let me ask you this. In your opinion, do you think the truck can or trucking, do you think trucking can put you in a depression state?
Yep, yep, yep. And I'm gonna tell you why. You spend most of your time up here in this seat driving for hours at a time. Most days you probably don't get any human contact. You don't have nobody to really speak to. I don't know, because I know I don't really have people I can call. Like the only person I really talk to like that is my husband, and if he won't hear, I probably would be crazy. So do I think the truck caused depression? I absolutely do. I feel like trucking is just like almost putting somebody in jail sometimes. You can't put somebody in isolation and expect them to be normal when they come out. That's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I think you need human connection in this world. I really do. If you don't have human connection or just even getting out and talk, because even if I go in a truck stop right now, if I don't speak to somebody, they're not going to speak to me. They probably assume I can't talk to that person or whatever. And it's crazy because somebody could be going through something and you probably would never even know it. And then they won't speak on it because most people have that standoff way, like, I don't want to be touched or talked to or whatever. But sometimes if you just go out here and just start a conversation, most people ain't gonna turn a conversation down, you know. So yeah,
A lot of these veteran drivers, they definitely, when they get to talking, they get to talking. They want to
yeah.
tell their story. You know.
Yeah, they do. But that's why I figure it's a human connection problem, because if you start talking to some of these truck drivers, they will talk and not let up because they got so much to say and they can't express it nowhere else. You know what I mean? And it does, like, you burying even the little things. You got to bury all that and you got to sit here and focus on the road for hours at a time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't, like I said, I'm blessed that I'm driving with somebody and I could just talk. I know some people out here, they don't have that. And they probably don't have nobody to call or talk to, especially in the wee hours of the night and things like that. It gets a little lonely. It fries the brain.
So
Then you start talking to yourself.
would you agree that that's the hardest part of being a truck driver?
Yeah, yeah, I would say that's the hardest. I would put that even before not being able to see your family and stuff, like, you know, because it'll be one thing if you couldn't see your family, but you could still talk to them though. Then it's like just being completely alone out here. That's, I don't know, because I sometimes think to myself, like, if I didn't have my husband, where would I be? Like, how would I be on this truck? What that
Yachty
question?
5000, Yachty 5000 says, I'm thankful to be an owner operator with multiple trucks and trailers in the oil refinery district. When I was OTR, I was always depressed. God give the land to us so that it is a must to get out and breathe.
Right.
So when you feel that tightness coming on, coming over you and all like that, again, like you said, that you got your old man to conversate and all like that. Well, what do you guys do to get, just like what Yadi says, what do you guys do to get out and breathe? Like, what do you guys do to break the monotony of being in the truck?
Um. Well, it's pretty much rare since it's the winter time, but usually if it's that, we're expediters, so we'll park somewhere. We'll go to a park, museum, something crazy, even if it's just walking around the Walmart for a few hours just to get out. But um, and then a new habit of mine, I do get out and exercise. I exercise in the back of my trailer now, so it's like I'll do that. I'll do anything on these days where we're just sitting and we got nothing to do. I'm going to go find something to do. I'm not. I done sat in here all week long. It's time for me to go out here and breathe now. I don't just travel for money. I travel. I got to see something. I got to do something.
Okay. Okay. How did now before now to rewind back to the beginning and before you got into trucking, after you got into trucking, how did you get over your fear of
How did I get over my fear of driving?
well
Or
no trucking driving the truck here? How did you get over your fear of it?
um
I know this is expedited because I guess driving expedited is a lot easier than driving the tractor trailer. But did you
yeah,
still
but
have some? Did you still have some fear of driving, a truck that size?
yep, yep. Actually, when I first got on this truck, I drove at night, and my first month I cried almost every night. Almost every night I cried. How did I get over that fear? My husband, my husband, like he had to tell me straight like it was. Like, look, I know you scared and I know you crying, but right now we in the middle of nowhere, not near a hospital, not near nothing. So you're gonna have to drive, or we're gonna be stuck right here in the middle of nowhere. So after he told me that one night, it was like, then I started telling myself, like, get to a city, just find a city, and then you'll be okay. Because once I seen city lights, I was fine. Then after that, it was, well, I didn't drove to the city. I know I can make it another 100 miles. I done 200. I can do another 100. And then it was just like after that, I was good to roll.
Now you guys back to the company where you at. You guys get percentage of the load, right?
Right.
So what man? So without being too nosy or too technical, uh, what's a good ballpark paycheck for what you guys do if you got when you get percentage?
Um, so a
That's why I
ballpark
said
paycheck.
that's why I said ballpark.
Uh, um, I don't know. Just I'm gonna break it down like this. We get 60% of the loads
Mm-hmm.
that we take. So yeah, I don't want to give nobody a ballpark. It's okay over here. Just know we get 60%, and most of the loads we take are immediate loads. They need them by tomorrow. You do the math.
Okay. Okay. So that means we could do. So that means we could do like we could do like maybe three good days, and we basically are paid for the week without doing like 5 or 7 days a week. That's what we looking at. Oh, see, I need to go over there. I'm in the wrong business. I need to get. I need to. I need to get. I need to get a. I need to get a partner. I've been separated separated from my wife for what 6 years. I probably might need to get her. I probably might need to get her back just to be my co-driver.
I don't know how that. Now I don't know how that situation will work out. Y'all been separated.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out either. But if we both in it for the money, then I guess we could work at it that way. I don't know if it's gonna work out for the people that we're dating. So you and your wife in the truck by yourself. Okay. Ain't nothing going on though. Right. J Mose, thank you for the $5 super chat, bro. I appreciate it. And welcome back, my G. Where you been hiding at, yo? You took a hiatus too, my brother. That's what's up. Yachty 5000 has a question for you. He says, how often are you and your husband at
home? We don't go home much because we don't want to, but in expediting, you literally can take off because you're a 1099 contractor. They don't, if you want to go home tomorrow, you can go home. So they not like a trucking company where it's like, okay, we'll get you home next week. You got the money in your pocket, you can put gas in there, you can go home if you want to.
So with with expediting, I mean, I know Panther, man, Lone Star, I think is one. But how would if a person that's interested in expediting, how do they go about finding the companies?
Well, there's a site, which is the site we went through to find all our companies, and it's expeditersonline.com. They have all the information you probably could ever need. It's more like a forum site. So it's people on there that's just, if you want to go through a company, you can. It's people that just have their own straight trucks if you want to go through them. Yeah, so Expeditors Online will give you all the companies. And it's a lot of companies out there too. Yeah, it's a lot of companies.
Okay, that's what's up. William Zander says 80% of the drivers don't have health insurance. The trucking business know that. They fire you when you get sick. Yeah. Well, I don't think they will fire you, but let's say if you get sick and you be out for a while, they coming back for that truck.
All right. My experience, that's why we left our first company. I had got sick on the truck, and it had something to do with my blood pressure. I had went to the hospital, and it had something to do with my blood pressure. So their way of saying you're fired but not saying you're fired was, oh, you have to go take another DOT physical now, like right now, and if you can't pass that, then we can't allow you on our truck. And it's like, well, my blood pressure high, so I'm not gonna pass it, right? So
for these trucking companies and for these DOT physicals and all like that, I just think that the trucking company should have better opportunity or better healthcare options for us. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I mean, I just feel like that's the one thing, if anything, they should be able to provide. Because y'all don't give us nothing else. I mean, it's workers like slaves, treat us like slaves, and we gonna feed you like slaves too. Because 10 times out of 10, if you thinking you getting money, you should know how much money your company getting. And yeah, they don't provide no type of insurance, and they don't care. It's like once you used and abused, you just used and abused. It's messed up.
Especially the food choices out here. There is none for us, especially at damn Loves. I as much as I like Loves just for the points, but as far
Right.
as the food options go, it's
Mm.
either Arby's, McDonald's, or Hardee's.
Right.
Now I fuck with McDonald's just for the breakfast. That's about it.
Mm.
No more, nothing less. But everywhere else though is Arby's, Hardee's, or McDonald's. And that's
All right.
about it. I literally like I make it a point to find a fucking Denny's. I mean, at least I
Right.
can at least get a home. Well, it's not home cooked, but at least I can get a cooked breakfast.
Right.
You
I
know,
mean,
but
I
but
don't know. I don't like the fact that these truck stops don't provide you with nothing. Like they don't even provide you with healthy options. Your healthy options ain't healthy options. It's sad.
I mean, I do fuck with I fuck with Subway heavy now because they got the new protein bowl, which is
Yeah,
a solid. It's a solid. Don't 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 let the name fool you. It's
it's a
just a
sad.
solid. It's a solid with extra meat. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
it. That's extra chicken. She was like,
All right.
you know what want the turkey or whatever? No. Give me the chicken. I'll go with the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just extra. It's just solid with extra meat. But
All right.
They call it a protein
A protein bowl. It sounds fancy, don't it? But I'm saying though, but that's about the only thing you got out here is a Subway. And it's like, all right, if I had Subway 3 days in a row, what you think I'm choosing on that fourth day? Like, I just feel like it should be other things you could do. But it's like, everybody out here ain't got no anything to cook with on the truck. And if you got to cook on your truck, then you got to find somewhere to wash your dishes at on your truck, and it's a whole mess.
Well, you guys shouldn't have that problem. Y'all got a sink, right?
No, yeah, we don't have that problem, but I'm speaking in the general nation of truck driving. I'm not being one sided.
Hell yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
I ain't trying to gloat, but even then, we gotta find water to put in the truck and things like that too. But it's hard out here.
You say it's hard. It's hard out here for Jiggley Trucker, huh?
It is. It really is.
Jiggly Trucker, everybody. Well, looky here. I know that you gotta get up and get moving.
Right?
Uh, you say the pickup is at 2 o'clock, right? Or
Yep. Pickup is at
uh,
2 a.m. I'll be asleep. I'm going to sleep after this. I waited all night on you.
oh well, I appreciate that you came in here and give me some time. Thank you. I ain't gonna, and again, I'm definitely not gonna hold you up. What should new people do to prepare themselves for trucking?
Um, I would say do your research. Make sure you research. Don't let nobody tell you what type of truck you should get into, because a lot of people gonna tell you they making this kind of money and doing all this and all that. So do your research. Make sure that you're prepared to go. Don't let nobody force you into going. Don't let nobody establish your career for you. Do what you like to do, and that's about it. And be safe. Just be safe in whatever you do. Okay.
That's what's up, Jiggly Trucker. Thank you very much for coming on, and we'll definitely do it again. And tell your
All right.
husband I tell your husband I said good night, and maybe me and him would get it in one of these days.
All right. If you can get them on camera, you let me know.
You say let me know, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you take it easy, and I'll holler back at you in a minute.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right, Jiggly Trucker, everybody. Yachty, you says we are what we eat, and the older you get, the worse it can get. So eat clean. We eat to live, not to entertain us. And your stomach is only big as your fist. That's what's up, man. I'm trying to cut all this down, bro. I mean, you know, I should be out there. I should be out there exercising like Jiggley Trucker, but yeah, that's that part right there. But thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate it. That's going to do it for the Lockoutmen podcast show for Tuesday. I mean, this year's moving at a slow pace. I think I kind of like that. You know, January's gone, February's almost gone. We only got a couple more months of before we hit the summertime, and we're going to see how this 2021 is going to end up being. You know, I just can't wait for my income tax return. That's what's up. I'm waiting on that. As soon as I get that, I'll be a happy camper. But in any case, I appreciate you guys watching. If you like content like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Hit that bell and that all button, and make sure you hit the like button on the way out the door. Urban Network. Carlos? That's a name that I haven't seen in a while. What's going on, my bro? My man said, let me hold $2. You can cash out. I tell you what, cash out me $5 and I'll give you the $2. How's that? We can both have some money, bro. Good to see you though, man. Me and you need to get together. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to me, man. I got how you doing? Oh yeah, I've been doing all right, my G. I've been doing all right, but I'm trying to end the live feed. So I tell you what, get at me. My Instagram is still the same, my bro. Hit me up in my Instagram. Reach out to me there, and then I'll get with you and we'll set up. All right. That's gonna do it. Again, everybody, if you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. I know I said that. I'm just rambling. So what I'm going to do is get off of the show and let you guys go to bed. You guys take it easy, and I will holler at you guys later. Peace.
This show, yeah, get it in. Yeah. Party over here, get it in. Yeah. She like a liquor clear, get it in. Yeah. She get it from a deal, get it in. Yeah. Make it disappear, get it in. Yeah. Park it in the rear, get it in. Yeah. Now make it reappear, get it in. Yeah. Freaky with no fear, get it in. Yeah. Pop it in the clutch, girl, get it in. Yeah. Jump on it, double dutch, girl, get it in. Yeah. Drop it, double clutch, girl, get it in. Yeah. Pump it up, butt lift, now downshift.